I know traders love to talk about charts and setups and what they trade and all the good past trades they took. But I think a lot of traders who are really serious about this and have been in the business for multiple years would rather talk about other things. And today in this video, we'll cover that. I want to share with you some things that I don't really hear most traders talk about, but that the good traders I've talked to in the past really focus on. And it should be helpful if you want to build a business and a career out of trading. So we'll go right into it. Now, the other kind of traders in this world who love to trade and they'll be trading till the day they die, probably they're very serious about it, very committed, and they want to make their whole money trading. And that's totally cool. I totally understand that. In my opinion, after a while, after I've been in trading for now 12 plus years, I started back in 2013, I decided to take a different approach with trading in the sense that trading is definitely part of my income, definitely something I want to do every day also, but I gotta have a bigger focus on wealth as opposed to just trading, because you could be trading a lot, you could be making so many trades in a year, but if it doesn't really lead you to having wealth in the future, if you still live like paycheck to paycheck where you make money trading, you spend it all, and you make money trading, you spend it all, that's not really a good way to live. It took me a while to learn this, but I've talked with many traders on the podcast. You know, I host a podcast every single week where I interview traders. You can check out over here in the corner, there's a playlist with all these interviews and all these episodes. I relate to a lot with traders who talk about trading being part of a system they have for wealth. Trading is one of the income that they have. It's one part of the strategy. Usually the way this works is they make money one way, they increase that money with trading, and then they don't go and spend all the profits. They go actually and reinvest these profits to assets that make them money. And from these assets that make them money, they can actually spend and use that money to live. Now, why would you do this? Why would you not just flip your account and make a bunch of money and then spend it all what you want and buy that freaking Lambo? Well, a few things. The fact that trading income is never ever going to be very predictable. It's always going to be somewhat, consistent. You can make maybe a range of how much you earn per month. But what if you hit the drawdown, or what if you have a really tough month and that just kind of screws up your whole average? Or you have, let's say, Trump will come out and say something stupid, and then the next 2 months of you trading are going to be below average compared to before. These are things we cannot predict. But if you take that income from trading and you put it into assets, usually assets are going to give you a much more consistent gain. Probably smaller, yes, of course, definitely smaller than trading, because trading can really make a lot more money than other passive income streams. But it's going to be fairly consistent. You can actually predict really well how much you're going to earn per month based on those assets. So you've made your money, you've increased it or maybe doubled it or whatever with trading, then you invest it to know exactly how much you can spend per month. And the cool thing is that these assets pay you every single month a certain amount, and they keep making money. They don't stop. If you have a trading account and you make returns on it, you take out the money, you have less money to trade with. But if you buy assets, and if you actually spend the returns of those assets, then you are still left with assets that make the same money every single month. Now, I know what you're going to ask, well, what kind of assets we talk about? Well, there's so many ways to do it. Of course, you could go with real estate, you could buy some houses, properties. I don't do this myself. Not something I want to deal with because I really enjoy my freedom and traveling. And I like not having to deal with these things that come up with properties, like the renters and whatever. But in any case, you could also go with, if you want, on the very other side, bonds. We can buy bonds that give you a fairly small return, but very consistent. So when the treasury bills are at a good interest rate, that can be a good way to get consistent returns. Obviously, so many things in between. I heard of someone talking about buying container ships that you could actually rent out to logistic companies, and you can make some decent money on that. There's many ways to go about it. The key point I want to make in this video is really the fact that you should think about trading as one thing, but wealth as a different thing. And trading can be part of your wealth system. It should actually be part of it. It doesn't have to be the only income stream in it. There's multiple other parts to it that play and make you actually wealthy. And if you want to get to a point one day when you can actually live from your trading, I think it's better to live from assets than from trading directly, because your income is much more certain and you can grow these assets over time and then grow your returns that way. One of the very first person who introduced me to that kind of principle and the idea of building wealth through trading, but also other things, is this guy over here, Jason Greystone. He just published a book recently. The book is called Always Free, and it really talks about the idea of wealth beyond trading. Jason is obviously a trader, but also someone who built multiple businesses in the past. So this is really someone cool to learn from. Now, I didn't finish reading the whole book here. I'm probably like 3/4 in for now, but it's been really insightful. And I recommend you read this out. It's going to be on Amazon. You can check it out. It just published it a few days ago, I believe. And while you're at it, if you want to learn actually how to grow your trading and build up your capital, Here's a good one. This is my book, Prop Trading Secrets. This is the other side of things where you actually want to increase your capital in trading to be able to multiply your returns. Of course, you can build your wealth, but having capital in trading helps a lot to do it. I'll put those 2 books link in the description below. You can check these out. These are really good books. I don't know about this one, but definitely get Jason's book. It's totally worth it. But definitely, if you want to see more videos on these topics, make sure you comment below and let me know that you want to hear more about wealth. Just comment with wealth. I know you want me to do more videos on the topic. It's something that might not be that popular, but it's something that I think is going to be very helpful for people who are treating this seriously. If you want to see these videos too, make sure to subscribe to the channel if it's not done yet. I publish these videos like this 3 times a week. 1 or 2 with the trader every Sunday. 2 videos in the week where me or Michael or someone on the team talks about trading and sometimes strategies or mindset or risk management. And we'll catch you back here in the next video pretty soon.